Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I've got a special treat for you. Recently I contacted Justin Flynn, who is a really awesome Pokemon YouTuber. You guys are probably subscribed to him already. He's got a ton of subscriptions. And we decided to do a VGC match just for fun. He does a lot of VGC now. He actually went to Long Beach Regionals, I believe, finished 7-2 and just missed Top Cut by bubbling out, so he clearly knows what he's doing, and I've watched a lot of his videos, and he provides some really awesome stuff. So I'm really excited to see how this battle turns out. I just kind of threw 6 Pokemon together, and if we look at Team Preview, he's running Kangaskhan, Slowking, Rotom Wash, Aromatisse, Talonflame, and Sableye. For me, I, once again, just threw a bunch of random Pokemon together, and so right now my team is Aerodactyl, Rotom Wash, Charizard, Venusaur, Special Tyranitar, and Ferrothorn. So looking at his team, the first thing that I want to be careful of is obviously Kangaskhan, because that's going to be his Mega Pokemon. Sableye is also scary because it gets access to Foul Play and Will-O-Wisp. My Ferrothorn, however, does carry a Lumberry, and I think Ferrothorn can be really good in this matchup if I can avoid the Talonflame. However, his Slowking also has the possibility of carrying a fire attack like Flamethrower, so I'm going to have to be careful of that. And obviously, Aromatisse and Slowking both have access to Trick Room, so I don't want to, Tailwind right away and fall into his Trick Room trap. So I have to consider what my safest leads here are. I think Rotom Wash is definitely in as the safest lead because there's nothing he can really do to directly hit that or KO it. Now I'm trying to figure out what my next Pokemon should be. I'm deciding between Charizard and Tyranitar. And Charizard, I think, makes a lot of sense because, set up this Sun and can hit any of his Pokemon for pretty good damage. So I think I'm going to go with Charizard and Rotom for my leads. I definitely want Ferrothorn in this matchup in case he does set up the Trick Room, because then I'll be able to take that and use it to my full advantage. And I'm thinking Tyranitar should be my last one, but I need some way to effectively beat Kangaskhan. So I'm leading between Tyranitar and Aerodactyl. Oh god, I'm going to go with Aerodactyl. So the strategy of this game is, since he's got some fast Pokemon, but he's also got a Trick Room option, I'm going to use the Pokemon and bring out my Pokemon accordingly. I'm going to either play it safe, or if, sets up Trick Room, use Ferrothorn and take advantage of it. Of course, Ferrothorn is, I think, the slowest out of all 12 of our Pokemon, so if he does decide to go for the Trick Room setup, I'll have that. So he leads with Kangaskhan and Slowking, while I lead with my Charizard and Rotom Wash. It's an interesting lead. I have no doubt Kangaskhan's going to want to fake out this turn. And I think I'm going to go with the Will-O-Wisp and Overheat onto Kangaskhan, and ensures I either KO it or get a burn onto it. Slowking's not that big of a deal. Obviously, Slowking's powerful, but he's not very, he can't directly one-hit KO either of my Pokemon. At this point, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have brought in Tyranitar instead, because Tyranitar brings the sand and makes Slowking's, or just any special attacker's attacks do half the damage. But my priority here right now is removing the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is obviously a very scary Pokemon to deal with because it is a Mega Evolution, and it can hit both of my Pokemon pretty hard right now, but I have enough pressure that I can, force him to fake out one Pokemon and either just get a free KO or burn him, and either is perfectly fine with me. So my Charizard's going to Mega Evolve first, meaning he's definitely running Admin Kangaskhan because I'm either faster than him or we speed tied, so his Kangaskhan's going to Mega Evolve as well. But I have no doubt we're going to see a fake out from that Kangaskhan. And the question is, who is he going to fake out? Ideally for me, actually, he'd fake out the Rotom Wash so I get the free Overheat on, but I think he's going to fake out Charizard. But he does fake out Rotom Wash. Sweet. So that's going to bring me down to 102 HP, does quite a amount of damage. Charizard goes for the Overheat, but it misses Kangaskhan. Oh, that's tragic. I really needed that to hit. That's a guaranteed one-hit KO. So, not the best way to start off the battle, but that's just part of the game we play. So now that I know I'm slower than Kangaskhan most likely, I think I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Deciding what to do with the with the Charizard still. I would think he would want to just return my Charizard, maybe double up on the Charizard, but at the same time he could, say, go for something like a Power-Up Punch. I know return won't KO, but if he, say, doubles up on my Charizard, then I'm in some trouble. So I'm just going to go for a safe play and protect Charizard here. Overheat, of course, the most powerful move in the game when under Sun and with Charizard Y, but that 90% accuracy really, really hurts it. So really unfortunate there, because I was going for the one-hit KO to start off the game, but that's just what you have to deal with when you play this game. And when I'm using low accuracy moves like Overheat and Will-O-Wisp, you can't guarantee that you hit either of those moves. So Trick Room goes up, and His Slowking most likely has a Wackenberry or a Citrus Berry. Wackenberry makes the most sense to me, though. And I have Ferrothorn, so I think my strategy here is going to be to do some damage to that Slowking, then bring in Ferrothorn so I can safely Power Whip it for the one-hit KO. But of course, like I said earlier, I have to be careful of the Flamethrower or the Fire Blast. Charizard's going to Protect here. Let's see if he predicts that. Slowking going for the Psychic onto the Rotom, so nice job there, seeing that I was probably going to protect the Charizard. So Rotom's going to heal back. Let's see who Kangaskhan really targets. Oh, Kangaskhan going for the Facade onto Rotom Wash. And that's going to be a KO. So really nice move there by Justin, reading right into my Protect. Well done there. I guess I'm kind of happy I didn't burn him at this point because that could have turned out a lot worse. I'm going to bring out Ferrothorn now. And I'm in some trouble right now. I'm not really sure. You know, once again, if I protect the Ferrothorn, he decides to double target my Charizard. I'm in some even more trouble. And so I really should have taken opportunity of that last turn to attack, but once again, missing the overheat on the first turn just really threw me off completely. And if I'm him, I'm thinking I don't want that Ferrothorn is going to be really annoying, so I want to take care of it right away. So I'm kind of just banking off that right now. Of course, if he does choose to target my Charizard, I think I'm pretty much going to lose there. So this is a really tough position for me right now. And I'm going to Power Whip the Slowking, actually, and overheat the... Actually, no, I'm going to Heat Wave. Yeah. Let's see how this turns out. And... Yeah, I get... the miss on the first turn really just threw me off so much. Kangaskhan, of course, is the biggest threat to my entire team, and in the beginning I assessed that I needed to KO it to really finish the game. So Ferrothorn's going to go for a Power-Up onto the Slowking. Let's see how much this does. Oh, and it KOs! That's sweet! Did not expect that to KO, so Kangaskhan going for the Facade onto Ferrothorn. So I assume he double targeted it this turn. I'm not really sure, but I could not be happier with the way this turn, excuse me, has turned out so far. Iron Barbs is gonna hit activate twice as well. Charizard going for the Heat Wave, single target in the sun. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to KO, and it is enough to KO. So wow. Momentum completely swings onto my side after that turn. Ferrothorn proving clutch with the Power Whip, and I am running a more offensive Ferrothorn with a Brave Nature and Lumberry, similar to the one Ray Rizzo used to win regionals. So, feeling really good right now, especially after I see his last two Pokemon, Rotom Wash and Sableye. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, I am running a Lumberry Ferrothorn, so I'm going to be able to just Power Whip that Rotom. But for this turn, I'm just going to double Protect, because I don't want to, well, right now what I want to do is take care of the Rotom so Charizard can just win the game for me against Sableye. So I'm going to focus all my attention onto Rotom right now. So the goal here is to double Protect this turn to block out any Fake Out from Sableye, because I don't want him to Fake Out Ferrothorn and Will-O-Wisp it, because, of course, I need to take advantage of the fact that I do have a Lumberry. But I feel pretty good about my position because Ferrothorn kind of walls both of his Pokemon, so as long as he doesn't have any crazy moves like Swagger, which, as you probably all know, is my least favorite move to go up against in this game, then I feel pretty good. So Ferrothorn's going to Protect, Charizard's going to Protect here too. Charizard's important because I need Charizard to knock out the Sableye in the end once Trick Room is over. And we see the Sableye Fake Out into the Ferrothorn and the Will-O-Wisp as well, so I'm happy that I went for the double Protect there. So now I'm just free to Power Whip and overheat the Sableye, actually. Yeah, this game actually might just end this turn. But I'm not sure if I made the safest play there. I probably should have just switched out Charizard, because if Charizard goes down this turn, then I'm kind of in some trouble. But the logic behind this turn is if Rotom protects, I'm just going to get the overheat onto Sableye and get a KO. Since Trick Room is still up, Ferrothorn's actually going to move first, and that Ferrothorn should be able to take care of Rotom Wash. So Ferrothorn's going to go for the Power Whip, and let's see if that's going to be enough to KO. And it does take it out with a knockout, so very nice. Ferrothorn, this is why I brought it to this matchup, is specifically for the Trick Room matchup. Sableye's going to go for a Foul Play onto the Charizard, but Charizard, doesn't have that much attack, so it does under half. Charizard's going to go for Overheat, and let's see if that can finish the game off. Sableye slowly falls, and that is enough damage. So, wow, I went from a turn in the beginning where I missed the Overheat to winning 3-0 because Ferrothorn was able to directly one-hit KO his Slowking and his Rotom Wash. So that was actually a really fun game. I thought I had it lost right from the beginning, but I managed to pull a pretty nice comeback, and that's why you need a, speed is key in this game, and if you're able to outsmart your opponent by bringing the right Pokemon, you can still win even if you're behind. You know, I thought I was just completely done after the first 2 turns. Justin made a really nice play by double targeting my my Rotom Wash that turn. Of course, it actually probably ended up helping me more because he revealed that he had Facade, which is a really scary move to go against because it's one of the most powerful attacks. So I ended up getting pretty lucky there with the double target, and in the end, I ended up basically picking the KO onto Slowking, and once that Slowking was gone, a Ferrothorn ended up clutching the game for me. So that was a really awesome game. Justin is a really, really cool guy, and I'm really excited to actually play against him because he's basically a YouTube celebrity. So definitely check his channel out. Let me know what you guys thought of the battle. You know, rate, comment, subscribe. And I hope to bring you more feature matches with really cool players in the future. If there are any players that you want to see me go up against, you know, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.